Bonjour, friends! It's your trans punk princess Frost here. This is a series that I like to call the Positivity Journal. See, the name of the game is we as a fucking species tend to focus so much of our efforts, so much of our energy on the negative things that happen in our day to day lives while blatantly ignoring the positives, even if there's more positives than negatives in a given day. And I want to help change not just my thinking, but some of your thinking too, into thinking in a more positive direction because overall, it's much better for us to think on the positive and optimistic side. So, what I do here is I take all the positive things that happen to me in a given day. We don't talk about the negatives on this show, and we just share positivity with each other. And yesterday I had some really positive things happen. First things first, I woke up next to my lovely partner as I do every morning, and no matter how many times I've woken up to him since we've moved in together, it always just melts my heart to look over in bed and see the love of my life right there at arm's reach. It's my favorite part of the day, or at least one of them. It's really special to me. Even before we've gotten out of bed, even before we said anything, already puts a smile on my face. So that's a positive. Well, another thing that happened to me, I guess I can say today, I'm filming it the next day, but secrets of the show, Frost. But something positive that happened to me today is that I did a bit of an experiment with time at work. Usually I have this thing, it's kind of a family driven thing, but it's also like plays into my anxieties real well, is that I get paranoid about being late for things. So I'll get to places even if it's terribly early and I'll just wait. And I know that's a habit I need to work on. So I got to work, and what I do before I punch in, because like I said, I'm usually early, is I'll just sit on a bench outside, hang out on my phone, do whatever. But what I did is I always have this thing in my head where I'm like, I have to be up the stairs into my job at a certain period, at a certain minute, or else, I don't know, it feels like something catastrophically is going to go wrong. I played with that a little bit. I'm like, give yourself an extra minute or two, see what happens. Now, to most people, yeah. But like I said, this is something that I need to work on. And work on it I did. I gave myself the extra couple minutes of just hanging out and relaxing before I walked up those stairs. And you know what? I punched in on time. So I'm going to try to use this as a base to start working on challenging the lateness anxiety, I think. So this is a really good start to that. Another thing that happened to me today is that I was thinking about some of the content I've been making for Australia, and I realized something. I'm actually proud of the content that I'm making for you. I love what I do. I love what I can come up with. I love the cool little shows I have. I love the cool little shows that I'm working on for you guys come next year. There's 3. You're going to love all of them. But for the longest time, because I have done plenty of other content for other projects. I've done a suicide prevention project. I've done a romance series. That was actually a really fun one. World's Fair Girl, where I talk history and culture. Some of you might know 20s Nicoletti, where I talk about prohibition. I have another thing I'm working on with my partner. It's a podcast called Pizza Party in Space. It's all about space history and science. Please subscribe when we get working on that. It's going to be a really fun time. But my point is, I've made so much content, but there was a bunch of times where I wasn't fully proud of the content that I was making. It just felt like, I don't know, like I was just making content. But here on this channel, I am proud of the work that I've done for my beautiful community. I really am. Whether it be comforting some of you when you've had a bad day, or making you realize that there are people in this world. I know it might not seem like that with all the that we as a community have to face on a day-to-day basis, but I always try to keep this a positive space for you. So it's like, if anybody will leave any nasty comments towards us, instantly gets deleted, because you don't deserve to see that nonsense, and neither do I. But I'm really proud of the work I've done for this community and how I've been able to help some of you. It really does mean a lot to your girl. Another thing that happened, sometimes I'll just randomly realize things that I've forgotten as life gets a bit busy and crazy, and that was, I'm fucking beautiful. I know I still have some gender dysphoria about the facial hair. I shave a lot. But I was looking in a mirror at work, and I'm like, damn, I'm pretty. I am adorable. And for someone who's struggled her whole life with how she looks to herself, that's a really special thing to just have that and feel that way about yourself. It's awesome. All right, the final positive I'm going to share with you guys from today is another thing from my work. I recently started this job like less than a month ago, I think. And what happens when I'm in a new environment, because I'm an autistic person, is I tend to get really stressed out and nervous along the new environments, the new people that come with it. So for the most part, I'm dead silent. If you work with me, there's a good chance I am just silent for 90% of it. And it's not because I don't want to talk and be social. It's just very hard. But as time has gone on with this new job, I have started becoming more and more comfortable with talking with people, bantering a little bit back and forth with some of my coworkers. Wouldn't really call us friends, but I will say it's a start to me being more social with people. And sometimes, hey, the name of the show is Positivity. Sometimes positivity can stem and build from things like this. Before we go, I do have a question for you. Write down in the comments below, what are some positives that have happened to you guys lately? I would truly love to hear what you have to say. And maybe start keeping a positivity journal of your own. Just grab a notebook. Ow. I dropped that on myself. But maybe keep a little notebook of your own. And then at the end of the day, write down positives that happened to you. Maybe not focus on the negatives. See what happens. I've done something like this, and it's really helped me develop a more positive attitude. Perhaps it could help you. All right, that's all for now. This is your trans punk princess signing off. See you later.